Hello, I'm Charles Brown.
And I'm Maureen Mosier, off camera. Now, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Rafael Teixeira. I'm from Presidente Prudente, Brazil.
Now, tell me a little bit about your home life.
Well, I live with my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister. My mom works every day of the week. She's a doctor. My dad works usually every day too, and he's usually back by 6 p.m. And then after that, he cooks dinner, and then sometimes we go play basketball together. My sister, she's 15 years old. She likes to sing, but she doesn't like to show it to anyone. My brother, he's 20, gonna be 21 now. He goes to school in Georgetown, Kentucky. He's on his way to be a doctor.
So, what brought you to the U.S.?
First time in the U.S. was for my senior year in high school. I wanted to finish my high school in the U.S. just because, I don't know, I always liked the culture. So I came for a year. I didn't plan on coming back after, but I ended up staying, coming for college, and I don't know, I'm here.
Yeah.
What high school did you go to?
Harrison Central.
Oh,
It's a very small school, around
Where was
about
it?
2 hours away from here. Harrison Central is close to Steubenville, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really small school. I don't know. Not many people know it.
All right.
How long have you been in the U.S.?
This is my third year.
Oh, third year.
Okay.
Okay. And what's your native language?
My native language is Portuguese.
So that's the official language for Brazil.
Yeah, that's our only language.
It's their only language. So what were the major differences that you felt coming into the U.S. fresh out of Brazil?
Okay, well, the first month I really couldn't speak English, so it was hard. I don't know, kind of was hard to get around.
You learned in a month?
Yeah.
Dang.
I learned in 20 years.
And I don't know, it was very hard. In school also, I didn't have many friends at first because I couldn't speak English, so how am I supposed to get friends if I can't speak their language? But yeah, that was definitely the most difficult part.
Yeah. The most difficult part was learning English or making friends?
It was, well, learning English, because after that, everything just came kind of with it, kind of in the package.
So at first it was hard, and then you would say, you started to enjoy yourself a little bit more?
Yeah. Started to get better, and then I think it was my third month in the U.S. I torn my ACL, and that kind of brought me down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Got back up, I guess.
Okay.
So you played sports in high school?
Yes, I played soccer. It was our first year having a soccer team. I wanted to play basketball, but I hurt myself 2 weeks before, so I was out for the season.
Oh yeah.
And I played football as a kicker. I really couldn't do anything else. Could just kick the ball.
Now, another question about your adaptation to U.S. culture. What were some of the traditions that you have in your home country, Brazil, that are not in the U.S.?
Well, the traditions, comparing with my host family, my family from Brazil, the host family is the family that I stay with for my senior year as a foreign exchange student. Both of the families are Christian, so we didn't have any differences in traditions. We celebrated Christmas, Easter and everything. But it was different for times. Something that I noticed, the first week I was in Brazil, we always had lunch together, and in the first week here, my first day actually, I was waiting for lunch. It was around, I woke up around 8 or 9, and then I I was waiting for lunch until 12 or 1, which is usually the time that I eat in Brazil. And I don't know. And then I was just waiting there, and nobody was home. Nobody ever came home. They came home at like 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. I was starving, but that was it was very different.
So like people, there's like this perception of kind of like a touchy-feely like perception of Brazilians. It was that hard to get used to, that like we Americans usually tend to value their personal space.
No, I don't know. I got around.
Or is that like a false perception of Brazil?
It depends, honestly. Depends on the person, on each person. But I guess it's always different. If you just take someone who's like used to something and put them somewhere else, they're gonna be kind of like, like kind of keeping to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
How comfortable would you say you are now with the culture in the U.S.?
I'm very comfortable now. I mean, I've been here for 3 years, so like kind of.
Now, how was the family dynamic back in Brazil? Like, in the U.S., you see that it's not as uncommon to have a one-parent household. Do people in Brazil strongly value a nuclear family, or?
It's different. If you look at big cities, people that live in big cities, without like they always have to be somewhere because they got to come with traffic and stuff. So they really don't focus too much on the family part. But if you go to a small town, they're usually gonna be like very, very, very Christian, and then that for like they try to like keep the marriage together and stuff. I don't know, they kind of like try to keep the family together, even though things are going like horribly, but they still like.
Right. Now you keep saying Christian. What is the main religion in Brazil?
Roman Catholic.
Roman Catholic. Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's. Are there any differences? Was your host family Roman Catholic too?
No, they weren't.
They were still Christian though.
They're still Christian, but they weren't.
Okay. Is there any other type of discrimination that's prevalent in Brazil?
Yes, there's the economic kind of, based on how much money you make or how you look like. There's I don't know if you guys know, there's in Brazil, if you don't own a house, you usually move to like a big city and try to like, do something with your life. And then if you don't have any money, you really can't build a house. So you just kind of like create your own thing. And then this place kind of is called the favela. Some people know because there's like a video game which includes the favela. So
Call of Duty.
Yeah. So like that place, of course the government now is trying to like civilizate like all that, but still, and if you meet someone, if you live in the favela, and then you go talk, like it could be like people could like not give you jobs or like treat you differently just because they live there. Like they wouldn't even consider like who you are, like your values and stuff. So that's a big thing. I think that's actually like a bigger deal than racial discrimination in Brazil.
So there's a lot of. So would you say that there's a lot of poverty in Brazil?
Yes, most definitely. The poverty line in Brazil, it's like way lower than the poverty line here. Someone making like minimum wage here would be living completely fine in Brazil. And there's also the fact that Brazil, um, the economy in Brazil is like concentrated in just one part of Brazil. Um, in a few states, 3 or 4 states, São Paulo, Rio, and Paraná, and Minas. The rest, especially in the north, oh my God, the north, it's I don't know, it's very poor, and people don't really like to live there. It's like the most beautiful place ever. Some people think it's better than like Rio and stuff, but it's hard to live there just because the poverty. And there's the huge Amazon, but you just can't even live there just because there's not even like energy there, you know. So, and then if you meet someone that like they say, oh, I'm from Amazonia, which is the state where the Amazon is, like I'm sure they're gonna get like some weird looks just because like they're from there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, with all that you're saying, would you say, have you noticed a difference between the legal system in Brazil and the legal system, let's narrow it down to in Kent, Ohio? Would you say that we're more strict, or, you know, back home it's a little bit more strict?
You guys are way more strict here. Way more strict. I didn't have like a lot of experience, but in Brazil, like for what I heard, of course there are like some good cops, but if you get in trouble for like speeding or something, you can just go and like give the cop money. Of course, that's not a good thing, and that's horrible for the country, but that's like what happens. And they usually, most of them, for like the cops that I've related with, they don't really think a lot about the society and like protecting the society. They're just trying to like make the best for them, trying to like make them protected. So I don't know. It's a lot more strict here.
So, needless to say, there's a lot of differences between the two in the
Yes.
U.S. and in Brazil.
Yes.
So, how is the educational system in your country compared to the U.S.?
For high school, like for high school, middle school, and preschool, we have public schools, and we also have private schools. Public schools are not that great because the private schools usually get like paid the better teacher to teach at their
Right.
school. And for the colleges, it's kind of like the opposite. The public colleges are the best because everybody's trying to get in it.
Right.
And so the best students will be in the public colleges, and the private colleges they're also good, but they're not as great.
Would you say, so you said that you were here your senior year in
Yes.
high school. So, okay, first off, does Brazil have like the, you know, what we have, the K through 12 type of system? No.
No. So we have what's called the first degree, which is from 5th grade to 9th grade, and then the second degree, which is 10th grade through 12.
What about the other grades? Kindergarten through first or through fourth?
That's called the same thing.
Okay.
So the first degree.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like a lot different because here you can like pick, you can choose whatever class you want. In Brazil, it's just you have that one class, your class with like all the people in your class. They're gonna be there with you all through, like they're gonna be there the entire week, and you're gonna have the same schedule every week. Like, I don't know. You have to take every single class that the school is like providing.
So you were here your senior year. Would you say like the curriculum is different? Is one harder than the other? Is one better than the other? Like what?
Yeah. I guess I don't know. I think you could say that the curriculum in Brazil for high school at least was harder because well, imagine here, like in high school, if you're not good in math, you're just not gonna take math. In Brazil, you have to take everything, and then once you get to the your last year, your senior year, you already took like 5 years of geometry, like you already had 3 years of trig, you know. Um, and also in high school, there you have like 4 years of chemistry, 4 years of biology, physics for 3 years,
Oh, I couldn't do it.
philosophy,
I
so,
wouldn't
you know.
I would drop out. So is it common for? Is it like expected to go to college?
Yes, is it expected?
So it's common. It's not uncommon to see a lot of students going to college.
It's very common. But the thing is that your grades from high school in Brazil, they don't matter for you to get accepted in college. There's like this big test that
That's what's up.
everybody takes. So like you can have like Fs out. I mean, you can have Fs because you have Fs, you're not gonna pass. But if you just pass like at the line, and then you study a lot and you get like a good grade at the final like the test that like decides if you're gonna get accepted in the school or not. Like that's the only thing that matters. If someone that had like A's all through high school and then doing that test they get like a lower grade than you, they're not gonna pass. You're gonna pass.
Dang.
Sheesh.
Man, you get to spit on the tryharders.
Yeah. I see. So, are there any? Are there any gender roles in Brazil? Like, what are the gender roles in Brazil?
Though, I mean, I don't know. For my families, there really isn't one. Just kind of do what you gotta do, you know. But for some, I don't know. I guess for some families, it's still like the wife still stays home, and then the man of the family kind of like works and put food on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Is it common to have big families, or is it common to have small families, or does it not really matter?
I guess now it's more common to have like a small family, but of course you're gonna see like huge families, but
Right.
it's not that common. I don't know. My grandpa had like 17 brothers and sisters, but that was years ago. No TV and stuff.
Oh
That
yeah.
was hard.
Man, nothing else to do but make babies.
That's probably why they had so many babies back then.
Yeah.
For real, nothing else to do, nothing to entertain themselves.
No TV, no radio. Yeah.
So what are you going to camp for? What's your major?
I started as pre-med, but I'm changing to civil engineering, which you guys don't have it. So I got to transfer now. Thanks to you guys.
So you're transferring. So when do you plan to ever go back to Brazil, if you do plan to go back to Brazil?
Well, I'm going back. May 13th is my flight. I'm excited. Going back there, stay there for a year, and then come back to college. And after that, after college, I really don't know where I'm going to work. If I'm going to work here or down there. I don't know. I guess I'll just see.
Yeah. See where life takes you.
Yeah.
And do you miss home?
Yes. I miss home. Especially
What do
during
you
the
miss
winter.
about it?
Huh?
What do you miss about it?
What I miss about it? This might sound weird, but like there's like this fruit we have in Brazil. It's called açaí. It's you heard about it?
I've heard about açaí. Yeah.
It's great. I don't know. I love it, and the only place we can find it is in Brazil. I mean, I'm probably lying, but like I don't know. You find it very easily in Brazil.
I bet the food is crazy down there. Is it way better than up here?
It's healthier for sure. Like not so many burgers and hot dogs. Like fries. Like you eat like rice, beans, like a steak. I don't know, salad all the time. It's definitely healthy.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but do you think it was a difficult transition coming from Brazil?
Yeah. I kind of liked it honestly because I like all those fast food stuff. But usually the girls when they come here they don't like it that much because
Right.
they're trying to like stay like stay skinny and stuff, and then they come here and there's like all this fast food.
Getting a little weight.
So you talked about girls. So what are the differences between the girls in Brazil and the girls in
Oh
America?
my god! Again.
Are you gonna make a few girls mad?
I might.
You're forgetting I know you, right? I know you.
Oh god. I don't know. I love all the girls, Brazilians and Americans.
What are the differences? What are the main differences between American girls and Brazilian girls, other than the booty?
Everybody's different. Everybody has their own special way. I'm not talking. Yeah, I'm not saying.
Is it no comment? I know. We don't even have to put this on there. What are the differences?
Okay. Well,
If
I
it's,
don't know. They got in Brazil they got the booty, but here they got like a larger front vision, if you know what I mean. I don't know. It's different. I kind of like the way they look though, like the face.
Brazilians?
Yeah, because it's all mixed, so like can't really tell. It's always like a surprise kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had to choose, you would pick Brazilian girls. I ain't gonna blame you for your. I'm just answering.
I think so.
So, what personality-wise, are like Americans more? You're not ugly, dude. You're handsome. Are American girls more like you know what I mean, like jump on it type of like what are the differences in personality that you noticed?
Honestly, for me, personality is like the last thing that counts because after I see them from Brazil, they're like, oh my god. But
You said after they find out that you're from Brazil.
Yeah.
This is American girls you're talking
yeah,
about,
the
right?
American girls. But in Brazil, personality is like a big thing, definitely a big
No,
thing.
how's their personality different?
How's their personality?
How's American girls' personality and Brazilian girls' personality different?
Okay. Well, Brazilian girls' personality, they're definitely gonna wait longer for sex. They wait like months. It's horrible.
So American girls are easy.
Not easy. They're just like
Easier.
No, you're like.
No, just no. Keep going. I'm
It's
not gonna.
more free.
Yeah, they kind of do whatever they want.
Okay.
Like they don't care about anything else. Not anything else.
So lower values. Hey, we might put that in there.
Okay. They like. I guess Brazilian girls they like kind of think a lot about what the others think about them. They really think about that, and like they did.
So their perception to society is a little bit more important to them.
Yes, which I think sucks because honestly they're just whatever you want. But I don't know. That's the things I like about
so you feel like American girls just do what Brazilian girls really want to do. No, I'm not saying that, but I guess what you're getting at though. I'm not saying you're saying that, but it's like
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm saying so I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm glad we finally got to that.
All right.
So how has your perception changed about the U.S. compared to what you thought before you even got here? In your 3 years of being here, I know it has changed. So
It changed, but I mean, just 3 years. But
what did you think that coming to America was going to be like before you got here?
I thought it was gonna be completely different. I didn't really expect it. I just expect it to be different. If that makes any sense. I don't know. I expected something different from Brazil. I didn't really know like what was gonna happen, how you guys are gonna be, and it ended up just kind of being the same, you know. Kind of like, I don't know. It depends on every person.
Did you live in is where you're from? I can't even pronounce it. Was it a big city? Did you come to a small city? Like what?
Yeah.
There was
Oh yeah, that was very different because so I lived in my city. There's 200,000 people.
Just like Cleveland.
Yeah. So it was like big, and then when I first moved here, I lived in like this small town. There's 500 people in the town, and then I lived in a farm 10 hours away from 10 minutes away from the town. So I didn't have anything to do. It was so different. But I guess it was good for me because in Brazil, honestly, I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't stay home at all. It's just like I was never home. And then I don't know.
Brazil sounds fun.
Yeah, it does.
It is fun.
What advice would you give to those who are thinking about moving or visiting Brazil?
Don't go expecting anything. Just like be yourself around the others. Don't try to be someone you're not. If you wanna go somewhere, just go for it. Don't. Of course, like people are gonna tell you to go some places. Like visit. You gotta visit this place. You gotta visit this place. But I mean, if you really don't wanna go, don't go. You know.
You know what we haven't talked about? Like what's the biggest festival?
Carnival.
Please talk about that.
Carnival. Okay.
Have you ever been?
I mean, yeah.
What is Brazil like during Carnival? Is it
Carnival?
Carnival, like
yeah.
Okay.
The entire country stops for like a week. Yeah, honestly, like everybody stops, and there's like this show on TV, like all this.
What is it celebrating?
I really don't know. Everybody's just like partying around, like it's just, I don't know. And there's like this show, and it's called the Schools of Samba. Samba is like the main, not the main, but like it's a cultural music from Brazil. So they have like this cars. They decorate the cars like huge. So they drive around the cars like in a little street, and they have like thousands of people in there like just dancing, like with different clothes and stuff. And then at the end they pick the best school, and everybody celebrates that, and it's awesome.
Is the drinking age lower in Brazil?
Yes, or it's 18.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you were able to celebrate Carnival a little earlier than most people would?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can celebrate whenever you want.
Well, I mean, saying like if somebody wanted to celebrate here and they're under 21 legally.
Yeah. I mean, Carnival. When you're young, you pretty much just stay with your family, and your family is gonna be doing something like barbecue or something, a cookout. And then if your family's cool, like you just drink with them. Like you can be like 15, 16, they don't care, you know.
Are there any other like little traditions like that America doesn't have? Or is that really the only one?
I think that's there's in New Year's we have everybody wears white, and at midnight like this huge party and like fireworks everywhere. I guess that's a different one too. Because I've been here for two New Year's so far. Yeah, I think. No, 3. And I've never seen anything like close to be the same as Brazil. You know, you guys celebrate, but like it's not that huge.
Right. Well, what don't you like about America? You said,
I don't know. I don't like the drinking age. I don't like how strict the police is here.
Right.
What else I don't like? Oh my god, I don't know, man. I love the U.S. I don't know. It's
They've
great.
treated you good.
Yeah.
You just like the girls.
No, I like everything. I like the fact that like you guys have like everybody has love for sports. Not everybody, but like most of the people. And like it's not just one sport. Like Brazil is for soccer, you know.
Right.